be the best. Simple and plain. That's why I played the game. To be the best, you have to win. And that's what drives me.
He's the best player in the game. It's just that simple.
Yo, what it do, good people? We is back with another vid. Need y'all to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You coming through the door, you know the slogan. No negative energy. You know someone that needs a helping hand and you're able to help them, please do so. If you know any kids in your immediate family or that you be around that needs guidance, please lead them into the right direction because the children are the future. Now let's get into this video. She leaves her daughter in a hotel room alone. Limited commentary. Please subscribe and share this video.
And then you want to get upset with us. Like this is our problem that we created. No. We didn't create this problem.
On December 6, 2024, officers were dispatched to a hotel after receiving reports that two children, ages 1 and 3, had been left unsupervised in a hotel room for several hours.
He just got called over here because they were crying. So then he came and didn't want to leave them alone. So he went and grabbed. Oh, there he is.
Hi.
Hi.
So can you tell me what's going on?
Yeah, we got called because your kids were by themselves.
No, they weren't.
Who was here then?
My sister was just here.
Okay, they weren't here for the last 30 minutes when the worker came and checked. So that's why we're here. Baby was like grabbing at that he needs a diaper change, I think. I've at least been here for 12 minutes and the
30 minutes is crazy.
person who called had been here for some time before calling. So
This is ridiculous, honestly. Okay, so you have to stay in the room now with me?
I'm waiting because you keep going out there and I need to make sure these kids are good because you weren't here for like 30 minutes or no one was here. An adult was not here for 30 minutes with them.
They were both sleeping. My sister just came out and I went to the store.
For 30 minutes?
My sister was here.
Ma'am, I'm telling you, the person who called is someone who works here.
Okay, I understand that. But they have to do the complete investigation. Because then they have to prove that I was gone.
What's your first name?
You need my first and last name?
And what's a good phone number for you?
224.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, well, this officer is in there watching your kids. We'll go in there and talk to them. Go inside and watch your children, please.
Okay. This is bullshit.
Who was what's your name that was watching?
So I wonder what is she doing to the point where she gotta be doing something. They finna get to the bottom of it though, because she keep leaving out the room.
How do you spell that? Can you stay over here, ma'am?
I'm trying to hear what's going on. So.
And a phone number?
I don't have her phone number. I literally have a laptop. You see, I don't even have a phone.
How do you speak to her? So that
Facebook.
Okay, can I
just gave you her name. I don't have a phone number. I don't even have a phone. This is all I have. I can show you that. So what do you want me to do?
What's her address? Hello.
Hi there. All right.
Hi, guys.
What's going on today? You got a good toy there, huh?
They were left unattended. She says just 30 minutes, but it depends on 2 to 4 hours.
They were literally sleeping.
I gotta find somebody who can talk to me on the side.
Here, you guys can, yeah.
Okay.
Hi, boss. Mom is in here changing the other one.
So I think it's just a mistake. Like she just
Can we talk to you out here and then
or something.
you want to switch places? We'll swap out. We'll let
You
everybody
want to go
talk.
in there with the kids?
Are they okay?
Yeah, you come in.
It's crazy.
Your iPad is in the bathroom.
You don't have a phone? How would
Pick the room number. Pick the room number.
you don't have a phone? How would anyone contact you?
Well, I just contact, like, are you saying like how do I communicate with my family and everyone?
Yeah, say I'm trying to contact you. How would I contact you?
Through Facebook Messenger.
Facebook. And then do you live here at this hotel?
Yeah.
This room? Okay. We were talking to Dalen. We just want to know the timeline of what happened. So what I understood is Dalen went to the gas station. Can you start from there? When Dalen left the gas station, where were you?
I went outside at first and then I let my sister in. I was up here for a little and then I left for about 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay. And your sister?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're in the room. You physically saw her in the room with the kids before leaving?
Yes.
Okay. And where did you go?
Is this supposed to be like, am I gonna be arrested? Like, what's going on?
I'm just trying to figure out what happened. Right now, we walked into a room where kids are by themselves. So I'm just trying to figure out what's
for
going
like
on.
30 minutes, but I understand. And was one of them sleeping?
But she keeps saying 30 minutes. I don't know why these parents think that it's okay to leave your child alone for 1 second without paying attention. No, it's not cool at all.
Neither one of those sleeping.
Okay, because she just checked on the door and she was sleeping. But yeah, I think I've explained enough to the other officers. So I've already had DCFS call on me before, and I know how this shit goes.
I'm the investigating officer. I'm the only one that's going to be typing up stuff that happened. So can you just tell me what happened?
I was gone for 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay. And you left. Was your sister in the room? Okay.
You can see on the cameras. She comes here frequently. She showers here.
Does she have her own room key to the door?
No, she would need mine. She has a key to get in through the doors, but my door is currently off. That's how you guys were able to get in.
You left, and then where'd you left, and where'd you go?
I went back down through this way.
Okay. You stayed in the hotel?
No, I left.
Okay.
For 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay. Where'd you go?
I went to make an errand.
Where would that be?
In Elgin.
Elgin's
Do
pretty
I have
big
to be
place.
very specific?
I would like to know where you
Wow.
went. Yes.
I went to go handle some business.
Somewhere close to here. Where is that?
It's about 15 minutes at the most away.
Did you drive there?
No, I had a ride.
You had a ride. Who'd you ride with?
I think it's James.
Do you happen to have a last name?
No. Yeah, it was requested for me.
Is that like an Uber service?
Wow. So you know what she was doing. I don't even got to say it no more. You already know what she was doing. See, this is sad when I don't know her situation. You could tell she's homeless and she's living in a hotel, but putting kids in this type of environment is not good. You left these kids alone just so you can go make a play. Y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all know what I mean by that.
Right.
Sure. Who requested that for you?
My sister.
Do you know where she is right now?
No, I don't. Probably at work.
Okay. What time does she usually go to work?
She has different shifts. They rotate, and it's peak season, so I don't know.
You left here to go run an errand. You got a ride from someone, and you don't want to tell me where that is?
It's a little personal, so I don't really feel the need to express it. But
So
I honestly just want to know what's going on. So, like,
what you mean?
I can know if you guys are trying to cancel that before, so I can just let my mom know and call my grandma. So I just want to know what's like.
how long ago did Dalen leave the hotel?
I'm not sure because I was still here.
Okay. And then you left how long ago, you said?
Well, now it's probably way longer than 30 to 40 minutes, right? Because I've been here about what?
How long were you gone?
25 minutes. I was gone for up to 40 minutes.
When did you meet up with Dalen? Because you guys walked in here together.
I called him as soon as I was on my way back.
I thought neither one of you had a phone.
Did you see me come in with the laptop?
You called him on a laptop?
He has an iPad. Neither one of us don't have a phone.
And where'd you guys meet up at?
Outside.
Like outside the hotel?
So we have to take the kids to the hospital.
So am I going with my kids?
Well, we are taking them to the hospital so that they can get medically evaluated, and then we're gonna have to contact DCFS to see what they want to do from that point. I can't tell you what DCFS.
So you're telling me you're taking my kids away from me?
They are going to the hospital to be checked out because the information that we've been provided is that they've been left there for several hours before 2 o'clock. So we have an obligation to make sure that the kids are safe medically.
Several hours is crazy.
That time frame, really any time frame with kids that age is
Yeah, I know.
not acceptable, but when we're talking 3+ hours, that's a problem. So we have to.
That's crazy. For several hours alone? Wow.
Make sure that they're okay. They have to be examined by a medical professional.
So
I don't feel that.
am I not given the right to go with my kids to the hospital?
Well, that's one thing we're going to be kind of talking about at this point. Just 1 second.
So you call her on your laptop?
Yeah.
Let them do their thing, and you can have your laptop, and you can call, text, however you need. Deja, can you stay out here?
Call your mom or call someone because you're trying to take our kids.
You're gonna take our kids?
So again, let's not make this any more complicated than it needs to be. The kids are going to the hospital to get checked out by a medical professional because our investigations revealed that they've been left here alone since 1:30 p.m., which is completely unacceptable. We have an obligation to make sure that the kids are in a good medical condition. And so we are going to make sure that they're examined at a hospital, and we're going to call DCFS for further direction. That's what it is.
So do we get our kids back after the hospital?
We're going to have to call DCFS. DCFS is going to make that determination. We're going to have to call
I can't even go with
DCFS.
you. And I'm supposed to like trust that you guys are gonna.
You can trust us, believe me. We will do a good job of making sure that your kids are cared for, okay? And again,
So you can't even come with them.
That's what I'm saying.
One
I
thing-
don't have a cell phone. How are you
one
guys gonna
thing-
tell me what's going on the updates with my daughter?
we'll be with you. But one thing I will tell you is although you're upset and frustrated, cooperation is gonna be very important to make sure that this is a smooth process. If you want your kids back, then you need to cooperate.
I already went through this shit before.
I'm gonna try.
And that's what make it worse. You've been through it already, so that's gonna make it even worse on your behalf because they're gonna look at it like, man, you might be an unfit mother. You might be neglecting these kids.
Try to reiterate what the officer was saying, all right? On behalf of the Elgin Fire Department, we have to make sure that the kids are well taken care of. I'm Captain Walzak with the department. You've got my name. I can give you all the contact information you need. I believe one of the officers is going to be remaining, so we're going to have ways. I understand your phone's not working. The city's going to provide you with an officer so that they can relay information. And
So you don't know like how long like
We
this is
do.
going on?
It's literally up to DCFS.
Again, we're gonna
And
make.
because of the other case, they might just take my daughter.
Yeah, that's good.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm serious.
Dude, they literally came in here and like literally cleared them and said that they look healthy and they're gonna confirm that shit at the hospital.
And DCFS is going to make a determination on what we do. I'm not gonna say that they're gonna take the kids away from you. They may give the kids back to you tonight, but we have a process that we need to go through. And it's imperative that you guys don't obstruct or make this any more difficult
Look at the room. The room don't even clean. The room not even clean.
than it needs to be because again, we have to report to DCFS on what goes on.
Well, hold on one
I
second.
just need to get my iPad.
We're not gonna be one.
Just 'cause unless you're cool with us.
We have an officer coming up to follow them
Yeah.
to the hospital, so we should have an officer. Yeah, sounds good.
Thank
Thank you.
So
Where do I contact
Call your
my
mom.
sister? So
Call your
I
grandma.
can
Call your
contact on my iPad. I have not been
you'll get a
in
chance
contact.
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah, why don't you come on out here with
On
us?
the hallway.
Why does he need to go in the
It's a
hallway?
case to talk to these officers.
Come on,
Please
let's go.
We'll let you make a phone call.
You're making this more
But
complicated.
corroborating is making you guys take my kids. No, don't say shit else because this is
Go out in
bullshit.
the hallway now. Hey, in the hallway.
No, no. It's okay. I'm going. I'm going. For what?
Put your arms
Put
around.
them on your back.
For what?
You're arresting him for.
For what? Me?
No, I had my fucking sister.
She wasn't here. The video shows she wasn't.
Okay,
You can't lie with the video.
I don't give a. You guys have to see everything. Okay,
Okay.
from beginning to see how many people enter these doors. Okay.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
There was no.
And what did
No
you
one.
say? Did you guys call them yet?
We're calling them. We're dealing with you guys first.
What?
Please, they're taking me to jail.
For what?
For
It's probably gonna be
endangering
a
a child.
daydream.
No, please.
Bro, no, that's bullshit.
Please, no.
It's bullshit. It is bullshit.
What's bullshit is leaving
No,
your
no,
kids.
no. You guys cannot do this
You
shit.
can't just
You
leave
came
your
into
kid
our
on.
hotel
We were
room.
called here. We didn't come here because we just decided to stroll in here.
Okay.
We were called by the hotel
Okay.
because you made a bad decision to leave your kids home alone. That's what it boils down
No,
to.
that's
You
not.
can make excuses all
Okay,
you want, but the
okay.
reality is you committed a crime, and
No,
we have
I
an
did not.
obligation to make sure that your kids are okay.
Okay.
If you think it's okay to leave your kids in a hotel room by themselves for 3 hours, if you think that that's
You guys
okay,
just.
that's irrational.
Yeah, 3 hours is
You
crazy.
have some serious problems because we have probable cause to believe that these kids were left unattended in a hotel room at age 2 and 4, which is completely unacceptable under any circumstance.
1 and 4. 1
One
and
and
3.
4,
1
sorry.
and 3.
Sorry, 1 and 3. Left them in a hotel room. And then you want to get upset with us. Like this is our problem that we created. No. We didn't create this problem. We are now forced to deal with it because you guys made a bad decision. And I'm not trying to talk down to or belittle you, but there is a point in time when we need to take some self-responsibility for our actions. And this is unacceptable. And when unacceptable things happen and criminal law is broken, we have an obligation as the police to do what we need to do. We care about your kids. We want to make sure your kids are safe. Leaving kids alone for a 3+ hour period is not acceptable. There are resources available to
But you
help
guys
you.
don't even have, like, this is crazy. So even when we're inside and out, right? I leave for
You-
5 minutes.
you
to
did
go to the
not.
bathroom.
You
I'm
didn't.
asking, what is the consecutive time that I have to be?
There is no set timeline. It's what
What is wrong with us? She really think it's okay to leave her children alone? But man, this is embarrassing. These new kids that's having these children, they don't need to have kids because look how they think. They thought process. Think before you do things and think before you speak. The thought process is all gone.
what's
So
reasonable.
if I leave for 10 minutes and I go outside, smoke a blunt, and I come back in, that's unacceptable.
It depends on the circumstances. That's not the circumstances we're dealing with right now. The circumstances we're dealing with are that the kids were left alone for 3+ hours. So
And you
that's
guys
an issue.
took my kids, so now how am I, like, this is crazy. So someone's gonna stay with me the whole night and make sure they're gonna tell me
No.
every update with my daughter.
That's your plan.
So what's the
We're
plan?
gonna be with you so that if you have questions about what's
So
going
what's
on,
the
with them,
plan?
we're gonna share that.
What's the plan?
The plan is you're gonna be going down to the police station with us to address this.
Daylan, I'm getting arrested too.
Yes, you both are.
Because they're saying that they have evidence. The judge will see everything. I've already had this exact same thing go on before.
And we're not saying you're guilty of anything. We're saying
I
we
know,
have probable
yeah, I know you're
cause.
guilty until proven.
We're saying you have,
I mean, you're
we have
innocent,
probable
innocent
cause
until
for
proven
your
guilty.
arrest for endangering the life and health of a child. Actually, 2 counts because there's 2 children involved. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not trying to tell you that you're guilty of anything. That's for the courts to decide. But we have an obligation when innocent children are involved in a case that we have to do everything line by line to the book. And I would not be doing your children a service if I just left them here with you and said, let's try and do better. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
Mhm.
DCFS is going to ask us for photos of the conditions that we found the kids in. Can we take pictures for their purposes?
I'm saying that the DCFS want to see the photo, see if my kids are
They
okay.
can't see if we
come.
don't have pictures. They're not going to come here. They're going to go to the hospital.
Okay, then they can see them at the hospital, but no, they can't take photos. They're not taking photos of my children, no.
No, I'm talking about the conditions of your apartment.
You cannot take pictures of, my
You don't
apartment.
want me to?
No, I mean, it's, for the most part, it's not that bad, but,
It documents the conditions at the time that we were here.
okay.
Is all it
So,
is.
so you're asking to take permission of
Mhm.
photos?
Yeah.
Okay, no, you can't.
Okay.
They said that we left, so they took both the babies away from us and took them to the hospital right now. And now they're trying to charge me and Dalen with child endangerment. What is the process from here? I'm gonna be.
Taken to the police station, booked and processed, and then we'll go from there.
So you guys witnessed my door lock, right? And you have it on camera, like that my kid's stuff is safe?
Yeah, I mean, it's locked in there.
Of course, but you guys were already in the room, so I just want to make sure that no one else can get in and take any of my children's or my.
Management can get it.
So the charge that I'm being arrested for is child endangerment, and their father's being charged with the same thing.
Yeah.
Even though it's my hotel room and I stay there?
You both are the parents, aren't you?
When you run my name, are you able to see like if I've been charged with anything?
Yeah, it's on here.
So can you inform me of what I've been charged with beside today?
No.
The police officer can put a charge on you, right? But it has to be, the judge is the one that makes the ultimate determination, right? Jury or judge. I'm learning something. I didn't know that. I've normally had judges every court case I had, so.
What in the world? This is a crazy one right here. So she already knew she had something on her background. She already knew.
And to think I wanted to join police academy. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Better to join them because you can't beat them in this world.
Both individuals were charged with 2 counts of child endangerment. Share your thoughts below.
That's crazy work. Lesson of the day is don't be like them 2 parents that have kids and just leave them unattended. Like, how could you leave your child unattended for more than, you shouldn't leave your child unattended at all. But how can you feel that it was right to leave them unattended for that many hours? Let me know in the comment section, do y'all feel like they was right or wrong? I know that's a stupid question, but there's people that just don't have no sense in this world. I'm sorry. They don't got no sense in this world. And she thinking that it's justified to walk downstairs and smoke a blunt and leave the kids up there for 10 minutes. So that's letting the officers know she done did this multiple times. This is like, what is the type of world we living in where you can have a child and not give them the proper care and nourishment that they need? From the way that they living in that hotel room, you can tell they don't care about the kids. You can tell. Look at all, like, I don't know. I'm gonna leave it at that because I can go for hours on this topic, but y'all like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Wow.